Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making you one of my family's all-time favorites for a quick fresh lunch or light supper. It's my hummus portobello wrap with roasted red peppers, served with a side of hummus and warmed pita wedges. Hummus has been a staple in the Mediterranean diet for several thousand years with amazing health benefits. It's a very simple dip or spread made from chickpeas or garbanzo beans and a sesame paste called tahini. When combined, the taste is kind of nutty, very smooth and satisfying. We're going to start by making our hummus. I simply take 2 cans of organic garbanzos or chickpeas. They look like this. They're available in any supermarket. Rinse them, drain them really well, and put them right into your food processor or blender. So we'll just scoop those in there just like that. Then I'm going to add 2 cloves of garlic. And I've got a ½ a cup of tahini. Now, tahini you can buy really any health food store or supermarket. It's becoming more widely available. And tahini is something that adds such wonderful flavor, and you can adjust the amount according to your taste. So don't be afraid to add more if you really like the flavor of it, as I do. Okay, we've got that. Now, I'm going to add the juice of 2 large or 3 small lemons. I've got some pretty big ones here, so I'm going to cut those up and squeeze it right in there. And I like this handy lemon squeezer that I use here because it holds the seeds. It's got the strainer in it, and that way you don't have to dig the seeds out of your dish. So we'll squeeze that right in there, just like that. And if you don't want to go to the work of doing this and you want to buy prepared lemon juice, you can do that as well. And you'd want about 1/4 a cup. After you mix it up too, you might find that you like a little more lemon juice. I love lots of lemons, so I'm taking the time today to squeeze 2 complete lemons for you. It's really good. Lemons are so good for us as well. Okay, those were nice and juicy, so I'm going to start with that amount, and then if I want to add a little bit more later on, I'll do it. Now I'm going to put a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Again, that's something that you're going to be able to add as you go, and then a tablespoon of water. Put a couple in there and just whirl up, let it go. All right, so bear with me. I'm just going to whirl this up until it's nice and creamy. Get that going. Now I'm going to put in my parsley. That's the flat leaf Italian parsley. Now get this lid on here. There we go. All right, here we go. Bear with me. It's going to be noisy for just a moment. Okay, see how it's just a little bit dry yet? I don't know if you can see with the camera through there, but I'm going to add a little bit more water because I'm finding that's a little bit dry for my liking. So I'll just put it right in there like that. Let's swirl it up again. A little bit more olive oil. And some paprika for great flavor. That looks fantastic. Wow, just perfect. The health benefits of hummus are just amazing. The tahini, or sesame paste, is naturally high in iron, which is really good for vegetarians. You know, when you try to eat a vegetarian diet, you think you're doing the best for your body, but you don't get enough protein. It's high in iron and protein. So we'll just spoon that out here. It is so good. The garbanzo beans, really high in antioxidants, minerals, protein. They've got a lot of fiber too, and they're low in glycemic on that glycemic index scale, which is really good for the diabetic. So you can see why hummus is such a healthy food. I'm going to take a little paprika and just sprinkle on there. This is so good. And you know, it's easy. This was the basic recipe, but you can just change this for a variety of ways. Sometimes I'll throw roasted red peppers in here. Sometimes I'll put avocado. You can just experiment. It makes a great dip instead of the fatty ranch that we're all used to. Drizzle it with a little olive oil. Ooh, it's good. I like to serve this with veggies like cucumbers, tomatoes, olives, and warmed pita slices. It is just great with the paprika and the olive oil. It is fantastic. Now for our wrap. We'll start by heating our skillet, which I've preheated for you, and we'll add just a little bit, a couple tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Get that in the pan, swirl it around, and then I'll just add a handful of onions. I like my onions thinned nice and thin for this type of dish. And those are great. All right, slice those onions and let those kind of cook up for a minute. Then we're going to add portobello mushroom caps, which I've sliced. A clove of garlic minced. Get those kind of going good. And then we're going to add our roasted red peppers. You can buy these in the grocery store in a jar, or you can make your own. If you make your own, oh, they taste so much better, but whichever way is good for you is equally as good to do. Take our roasted red peppers and put in the pan. That looks good. Okay, when I let this cook up just a little bit, I'm going to season this with some tamari soy sauce. Tamari is a low-sodium soy sauce. It is delicious. I made the switch a few years ago and really love its flavor. And I'm telling you, this is such a quick dish. It is wonderful. It takes just a few minutes to cook down. Now, while that's going, while that's finishing, I'm going to prepare our wrap. I start with traditional pita bread or flatbread. You know, you can use tortillas if you want to, but if you use the flatbreads, they're very low or no yeast, which is great when you're trying to eat yeast-free. I like the large ones I get at the health food store. They are just fantastic. Well, I have some here that I've made for you, so let's get after it and make our wrap, shall we? This is going to be such a delicious lunch that we're making here today. So spread this stuff out and give me some room to work for you. All right, I've got a nice big piece of flatbread. I'll take a spatula and spread a generous amount of that hummus that we made earlier right over it like that. Then I'll take some of my fresh portobello mushrooms with the onions, the red peppers, and the tamari. Oh, they smell so great. Put it right down the center just like that. And this is one of those dishes that's easy to make, and it's really good if there's only one or two people because it's easy to make just for yourself. I like a handful of spinach right down the middle like that. Maybe some olives. And don't forget cilantro. Those are great. Maybe a little cucumber. Cucumber seems to really complement the flavors of hummus. So I like that. And you cannot have a true Mediterranean dish without some tomato. I just love to add a little tomato. So I'm going to slice myself some tomato here. Just a few chunks make all the difference in the world. And they really, again, complement the flavors of that hummus. So I like Roma tomatoes, but beefsteak tomatoes are good as well, whatever you have. Just try to get vine ripened if you can. Right across the middle. Oh, it just looks too beautiful. You can fold that up if you're brave enough to, or eat it with a fork, whatever you like. That is just gorgeous. Serve that with a side of hummus and pita wedges, and you have a fantastic healthy meal. This is a perfect example of how with just a few changes we can easily incorporate healthy dishes into our diet. This dish is so flavorful, even the kids will love it, and they'll ask for it again and again. Thanks for being with me today. For a copy of today's recipes, go to my website, print off, and be sure to share with a friend. Stay tuned. We'll be right back for more of your help. Free shipping today on orders over $25 in the continental U.S.